All right. Good morning.
Oh, my Lord. That was craziness. So, for those who don't know, YouTube changed things like 6-ish months ago. And you have to use all these third-party softwares. Someone asked if we're using OBS. No, not for this. I do use OBS to do my screen recording, but it's been crazy. What software do we use? Are we
Wirecast.
Wirecast?
Because it allows me to have tons and tons and tons of things running at the same time.
Yeah. So it wasn't ever like this, and this is why we haven't had like live guests in a while. This is why we don't do a lot of screen sharing. But anyway, guys, I see that you're typing your shops in the chat. Give us just 1 second. Save that thought, because I don't want to miss anyone, and if they shoot up in the chat, we will miss them. So
They probably will shoot up in the chat. So just slow down.
Slow down just a little bit.
That chat is tiny, boy.
Yeah, make it a little bit bigger. That way we can get our settings going. So I see a lot of new faces that I don't recognize. So we're going to do our big spiel for everybody who's joining us for the first time. I'm Starla Moore. This is my husband, Mark.
Hello.
He's been fighting with tech, so you'll have to give him a second to take some breathers. Plus, we have to still have our coffee because it is the Friday bean. So hopefully you guys have cups of coffee as well. Woo! Little earthquake.
Share the screen. All right.
All right, guys. I did want to give a quick heads up that we have been doing daily videos, just kind of in celebration of Handmade Alpha Academy opening this Sunday. We've been trying to get more content out, especially since Mark just learned how to edit videos, so we're able. I can record them, give them straight to him, and he can edit them while I'm recording another one. So it's speeding things up. So since we're doing the Friday Bean today, what we've decided is we're going to go ahead and publish our video, like our short video, tonight. That way you guys can enjoy it. And what was that video on? Do you remember? What was that one that you...
Oh, God, I was editing it until like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Etsy Games.
Etsy Games.
Etsy Games.
Yeah.
Etsy Games and why they can ruin everything. So, all right, guys. Real quick, one last thing. For those who don't know already, I'm sure that most of you do, Handmade Alpha Academy will be opening this Sunday. We are super duper excited. That is my 9-module course that will teach you A to Z how to set up your Etsy shop for success or run your Etsy marketing to success if you already have an Etsy shop. We have over 500 successful students, but you don't have to take that from me. Down below, there's a link to our waiting list. Go ahead and sign up for that. It's not going to obligate you to buy, but what it is going to do is it's going to ensure that you get a $1,000 discount on enrollment on Sunday. It's going to ensure that you get a notification when we open, and it's going to ensure that you get 12 months of E-Rank Pro, which is normally $120. And also, I have to throw out another disclaimer that Anthony doesn't give me a discount on that, despite the fact that I work for E-Rank.
We do pay full price for that.
We totally pay for that for you guys.
So when we start asking for shops, don't put the word shop in there, because I'm having to approve every single one of these that comes through with the word shop. I think
they have to, because that's the link. We won't know what their shop link is.
Please check out our shop. Well, I'm saying don't put the word shop.
It's fine. Just approve them.
Okay,
that's all right.
You have it.
I'll do it.
I've already done like 8 of them.
Yeah, it's fine. All right, so how should we do this? How do we go about grabbing the comments and doing the...
What do you mean?
Well, because I got to get their links out of the comments, and then do I just pull up my window?
Yeah, just pull Edge up.
Okay.
All you got to do is click the E.
Yeah. Okay, there's that. And then what? You guys
go back to the comments and pull up their shops.
All right, so just bounce between?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Should we just do like a ready, set, go, and then how do we screen share it?
As soon as I click screen share.
Oh, okay. All right, let's get started. We're going to start, and keep in mind that a lot of these, we're only using the Etsy search bar. So we're going to start with the digital siren is going to be our first one. So if you submitted before the digital siren,
submit it again.
Submit it again.
Preferably with just the shop name. That way it's easier to find.
All right, not finding.
Was not found.
Not finding the digital siren. Make sure that you're copying the exact thing that comes after Etsy.com/shop/ and then whatever that is. We found you though. I found you through an Etsy search. So How?
I think it was the capital letters that was throwing it off.
All right. So we need screen share now.
Okay.
1 second. We're figuring it all
I
out.
will be going and getting coffee while she does such thing.
We're controlling this from 2 different computers.
There we go. Now they can see from like here to here.
All right.
So just I wouldn't do anything like in this area up here though.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Gonna go make coffee.
Okay. Hi, Vanessa. You have amazing branding. This is one of those examples of just absolutely perfect branding. Your cover photo is insanely crisp. You have a photo of yourself, which is what I love to see. I know that a lot of people like to stick their logo in this area, but that is not what this area is for. We're selling on Etsy, right? We want to build good customer connections with those that we're selling to. And that's what makes us different than somewhere like Walmart or Amazon. We have the ability to build that connection. So if you guys need to see an example of a wonderfully branded shop, it looks like Vanessa really has it. And what I really love is look at her branding colors and look at the cohesiveness. So we've got the purple here, that touch of purple. We have the purple in her logo and in her taglines. We have the purple in her logo down here, but then look there. We have even more purple. So that's really cool. And then you can see that cohesiveness kind of carried through. Let's see. How is your SEO going? Beautiful hand-drawn digital planner stickers. So that's great. This is an area that counts for your SEO, and it looks like you've got some good keywords. I would assume digital planner stickers is what you're trying to rank for. This is another area that counts for your SEO. So we've got digital planners, mini sticker kits, full sticker kits. Assuming that you're trying to rank for maybe sticker kits, these are really, really good use of your shop sections. Let's go ahead and click back. Really great photos. Let's click into one of your listings. I'll grab this one because it's in your featured. Sorry if you guys are talking to me. I can't see your comments right now. Ooh, very descriptive. Wow. I like that it's telling them exactly what they're going to get. I love the mock-up. Man, Vanessa, girl, I don't know if I'm going to be able to critique you. This is amazing. This is so good. Let's see. Gold Violet pre-decorated. Landscape planner, fully hyperlinked PDF. I don't have a lot of knowledge on these keywords, so I'm not going to be a lot of big help with SEO right now on those things. Let's take a little. Oh, look, you've got your little branded hearts. One thing that I really like to see with descriptions, and this is just a little bonus thing. I like to see things like these features or maybe a small list of product details like the size and the color. Even though we list those in our attributes, I like to see those pasted right at the tippy top of descriptions, because assuming that someone didn't open the description, all they're going to see is this. So you want to make sure that the most important thing is right at the top. So I would even say pop your features up top and then put your description under that. Ooh, and this is another really cool bonus that you're allowed to do on Etsy. Adding a YouTube link that kind of shows a little bit more about your product. As long as you're not linking somewhere else that they could buy your product, it's totally fine to throw in an additional link like a YouTube link or a link to a mailing list. So let's go back to your shop. All right, scroll down. Ooh, let's see. Okay, cool. So you're not recycling your shop updates. That's a good sign. What I don't like to see is, oh, hello, Mark. That's his yawn.
Hello, sorry. Very tired.
Yeah, he was up until 2 editing a video. What I don't like to see is when people just recycle some of their shop photos and use them in their shop updates, because we want to make these pop and almost treat this like an Instagram feed. So these are really unique photos. Let's see. Looks like you've got some great reviews. Oh, good photos of you and photos of yourself working. This is another one that I want to see because, like I said, people want to have a reason to buy from you. And if they're actually scrolling down to read your about section and look through your photos, they're just looking for one good reason why. And if you can make them connect with you and you can make them like you through your photos, then that's always a good sign. So looks like you've got your about section filled out. That's also very important for optimization. You want to make sure that everything in your shop is complete, because Etsy is going to prefer in search shops that look more complete. So super cute. Oh, you got some cool sign up links. That's always a good idea if you can throw those into your about section. And it looks like your policies are very filled out. Oh, and your FAQs. This is another really good one. I like to use my FAQs to kind of continue my policies. If there's anything I can't fit in my policies or that Etsy doesn't, allow me to throw in there, can always throw those into your FAQ section. They just won't be honored like policies. But other than that, I really wish I could give you a better critique. But honestly, Vanessa, your shop is amazing. It looks like you're getting great reviews. You have 1,304 sales just this year. That is absolutely amazing. Don't change a thing. Maybe if you want something to do, work on marketing, but it looks like you are doing fantastic. So, all right, let's pop out a few links, and now we just need to get our chat back.
Right
Boop.
there.
Oh, okay. What is this? Mason Meal? Is that your last name? Or
Masandi meal.
maybe I'm pronouncing that all wrong. Please correct me.
The text is very tiny because we're using my computer that's usually 4K, so the text is all set up for 4K.
All right. Let's see if oh, that was quick. Wow. Oh, it's Laura. Hi, Laura. Laura is in HAA. So Laura has been in HAA since the beginning, and I've seen so many evolutions of her shops, or of her shop. Awesome, crisp, beautiful banner, really minimalistic branding. I love that you've thrown in a geometric element back here. It really kind of fits with your very dainty minimalist font. Overall, really, really nice. Let's take a little look-see. I would love to see, Laura, do you have an email list? I'd love to see your email list in your shop announcement. I only ask because we teach email lists in HAA, and I thought you had one. But email lists are a really great thing to put right at the top of your shop announcement. Obviously, if you're having a sale, that might be something that you can throw up top. Let's see. Really good photos. One thing I will say, Laura, is I noticed that your lighting is just a little sharp. Normally when you have sharp lighting, you can see very defined shadows. So if you guys look right here and you see this really edgy shadow, that's usually a sign that your lighting is just a wee bit too crisp. Now let me grab one of her photos because I think she had some that weren't so crisp. Yeah. Now if you look at this one doesn't have as crisp of shadows. And then there was one right beside it. This one. What I like to see when I'm looking at shadows is a nice taper of those shadows, because that usually means that you're using a good angle for your lighting. Your light isn't too bright. It's not going to wash out your products. It's not going to bring out unnecessary amounts of texture. This looks really clean. Your photos are not bad. This is me being nitpicky because I don't.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot to really critique about it. I mean,
Right.
the photos are, I can see where you've been playing around with the lighting and different light poses for your stuff, and
There's different angles.
yeah, I think it looks great.
Yeah.
Some of the shadows are a little long. The first one she pulled up, it's casting like a shadow that's bigger than the product,
Right.
and that can just be a little distracting when you're trying to look at it. But other than that, your photos are super crisp.
Yeah. Like this is a really crispy shadow, so it's a little distracting. And then you also have some where your shadow is just perfect. Like, where was it? I like these where the masks are sitting up. But overall, this is just us being nitpicky because you are doing a great job. You've got a couple photos that look like they might have been a little bit older that you could totally go in and update. I love this cohesive element to your backgrounds. And then you've got these 4 down here that look like they could be brightened up a little bit so they match the others. But that I assume that may be just something that you're getting to. I just realized you can hover over the titles and see all of the keywords.
Yes.
I had no idea. See, look, I learned something new every day. Let's go ahead and pop open this sloth heating.
Welcome to 1997, ladies and gentlemen. The text pops out now.
Wow, you can click it.
It'd be really funny if they weren't able to see your screen cap the whole time and they've just been sitting here watching you staring at the screen, huh?
Oh man, I wish that were the case. We should toggle between it. Let's look at your SEO sloth heating pad, heat pack, microwavable heat, warming pad, rice pack, reusable heating pad, self-care, all natural. So these all look like pretty good keywords. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna say that they are because I'm not researching them. And obviously, if you wanted to research them, you would use a tool like erank.com, which is my very favorite. So you can see the actual number of people who are searching these terms. But I assume that these are something that people are searching. I'm assuming that you're doing your SEO research because this does look like a decent keyword string style title. There are two ways to do your titles according to Etsy. They say that they prefer a short descriptive sentence because it's more user friendly and more reader friendly. However, through all of our tests, experiments, and through our thousands of HAA student or our thousands of alphas and our 500 HAA students, what we've found is that it doesn't really matter. The old school title style works just as well, and it's what I use still to this day. So if something's not broken, don't try to fix it. If it's working for you, then keep at it. So awesome. Let's look through your photos. Ooh. Ooh. Lots of cool stuff here. And it looks like you've optimized most of your photo slots. If not, oh, maybe you've optimized all of your photo slots. Awesome. It looks really good. I don't really have a whole lot to say. Oh, look, are your FAQs now here? Man,
Dope.
I haven't shopped on Etsy for a few weeks, and I mean, I did, but I didn't like dig into their shop. I guess I just bought this mug that I'm drinking out of. Let's take a little look-see. Lots of good reviews. No shop updates, though. Why no shop updates, Laura? Grab the Sell on Etsy app, go into the social media tab, or go in, maybe it's marketing and then social media, or social media and then marketing. I can't remember. It's one of those combinations. I believe it's marketing and then social media. And then go into the shop updates and add some cool photos because you've got some really cool scenes. Like this one. Wow. I honestly like these photos more than I like the thumbnails that you're currently using. This is a beautiful photo. Wow. These are great photos. I want to see more of this, Laura. These are beautiful. Maybe your pillow photos do look more like that. What I am craving is a photo of you, though, because I'm seeing a lot of photos of your stuff, but I'm not really connecting with you. So maybe throw in a photo of yourself working on your products. And then this area here is meant to talk about you, and it looks like you're kind of just talking about your products again. So I would recommend trying to break out of your shell a little bit and talk more about your process and what inspired you and why did you start making your products. But do it in a way that really emphasizes that you are the expert of your craft. That way people can build those good trust elements. Scrolling down, looks like you've got your policies filled out and some FAQs. So overall, really great job. Couple small critiques there, but that's just because I couldn't think of anything else. It was a really great shop, and I'm super proud of you, Laura. Let's pull up. Nope. Our chat.
There it is.
Okay.
All right, scroll all the way down to the bottom so we can make sure that nothing's broke. What do you mean, opt your photos?
It might have been in reference to another comment. I just want Mark to roast my shop. No, you don't.
Oh, man, do you?
No, you don't. Mark is a...
Like real roast or like...
No, he's a king roaster. He
I could probably make you cry. You don't want me to roast you.
Yeah, and he won't say things that are true. He'll just
I'll make stuff up.
He'll say things just to be mean. Like, he will just do it because you told him to, because he is... Remember on Thanksgiving,
I'm like a professional insult comic, so...
On Thanksgiving, we bought a roasting pan, and it was called, like, Deluxe XL Roaster, and I pointed at it, and I'm like, look, babe, it's you! All right. Eleanor. Jewelry by Eleanor. let's see. Oh, Eleanor Rand. Okay. So first thing that I'm noticing, the biggest piece of real estate that you have to build a positive impression with your customers, potential customers,
Banner, yo.
that banner. People are going to gain a perception of your shop within 7 seconds of clicking on it. And if you do not have that branding element there that Etsy gives to us, they don't know what to feel. There's not a lot down here that's telling me how to feel. Your photos don't have any unique props that are telling me the overall style. There's no indicators. There's no crazy, and not that I recommend crazy backgrounds, but there are some shops that pull it off well. There's just nothing that's telling me how to feel, and therefore I don't have a lot of feeling at all. Your logos, I mean, there's a lot that you could do with this logo, but alone with no banner, I don't have a lot of context, and it's a little bit confusing, and I feel like it's not something I would remember really well. So what you want to do with a logo is make sure that you have visual elements that are going to make that customer remember you, especially if they see your logo out of context, or if they're scrolling through social media and they see, you know, a photo with just your logo on it. You want them to say, oh yeah, that person, I like that person, I've seen their work before, I remember them. And usually I think it takes, man, I have that number written down in my notebook. I won't reach for it right now because I know that we need to keep scooting, but I think that it takes 7, 8 points of contact with a brand before someone remembers you. So if you're not super memorable, you're going to lessen the chance that they're going to remember you. So that's what I would like to see. Get a banner, make sure it's crisp, beautiful, clear. We have an old video from long ago. If you go to my channel and you go to the search bar on my actual channel and just type banner, you'll find my video on how to create a pro Etsy banner without using Photoshop. So that will teach you how to do it with iPicky, but you can also create them in Canva. However, I do hear some people saying that when they create them in Canva, they come out a little bit blurry if you don't have a paid membership. So
yeah, we talked about that 2 streams ago. The pixels per inch isn't high enough.
Oh, okay.
So there's pretty much nothing you can do to make it not fuzzy looking.
Yeah. Overall, your photos aren't terrible, but I would like to see some close-ups. I'm not a fan of using the neck props, and especially when we're talking about the ones that have felt, because
they attract hair real bad.
It's all I can focus on is the dust, and the photo is very cloudy. What I recommend doing is to just grab a piece of white poster board, take your products outside on a sunny day, but in the shade. Don't sit in direct sunlight. Sit in the shade and take your product photos and then take them into iPicky.com and lighten them. If you go into the playlist section on my channel, there's one called my photo editing series. Watch that. That is going to help you tremendously because you could do a lot with very little. Some of your photos are not like this one with the wood grain. That one's a lot better than the white background. I actually am okay with this wood grain. It could be edited a little bit though. I think that you could brighten it up a bit. And I also like to see cohesive backgrounds. So with all of these distracting backgrounds, my eyes are just darting everywhere. And what you really want is for someone to be able to scroll in almost a really relaxed state. And you want them to be able to take everything in at once. But when you're trying to scroll and there's so much, you know, going on in so many different backgrounds, your eyes aren't focusing on the products. Your eyes are focusing on the different tones and colors of the background.
Because it's when you have a cohesive background, it's easier to be able to scroll and not necessarily look directly at the product before you recognize what the product is.
Exactly.
You're able to just kind of scroll and you're looking for things that catch your eye, and as you scroll through, if all the photos are consistent, somebody's more likely to be able to snap to one particular thing that catches their eye, and it's going to make them more likely to buy a product.
Yeah, like if you guys use Pinterest, you know that when you're scrolling on Pinterest, you're not looking at every single photo and analyzing it, right? You're going at about this speed, and then you're like, oh, this interests me, and then you stop on it. When you have all these confusing backgrounds with products, that's kind of what people are doing. They're just trying to find the thing that stands out
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be a plain background. It also doesn't have to be a crazy background. They just need to be somewhat consistent.
Yeah.
That's the major takeaway with this. They need to be consistent.
Exactly.
I like the look of your products themselves, though. Your products look great. Your lemon things up there, I'm craving lemon heads. So I'm fierce now.
They do look like lemon heads, don't they? But you have great reviews, so that's a good sign that the products that you have are great. Show them off in a really great way. I'm going to sound like a broken record here, but make sure that you have some photos of yourself down in your About section. It looks like you've got a really great story about yourself, so throw some photos of your face in here. Show yourself working on your products and give people that one good reason to follow you, okay? That can help a lot with trust elements.
What are you giving me this for?
Well, you were playing with one of the fidget toys, and that's my newest fidget toy, so I thought you might enjoy it. I have a squishy popcorn that I thought that you would like.
Maybe later.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't either. I'm so confused.
Oh, God.
Okay.
All right, let's...
I think you lost it, babe. You're all the way at the top of the chat right now.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh.
Okay, stop. There's the one that we did.
Okay, yes.
And then I think this is the one we were just doing.
Okay.
Yeah, why did she delete her thing?
Maybe she didn't want it anymore. Okay, Emma. Photo haiku art. Keeping my fingers crossed.
And before you close that, go all the way down to the bottom. Make sure we don't have any issues.
Are there any spammers?
Can you still hear us? I hate neck props. Try again.
I can't send a URL. So go to your actual shop and just copy whatever the, like, Etsy.com/shop/ copy what's after that. It should be your shop name, okay? Okay. All right.
Is that like a
Neuro Soup? Do you have a cool, super cool account with a check mark next to it? Are
you verified as a Neuro Soup?
Are you? I want a check mark next to my name. Oh, it worked anyway.
Slashes don't matter.
Emma! Wow.
I love that banner.
That is a perfect banner. That is beautiful. I absolutely love it. I love are they cherry blossoms? Because they are awesome. Love it. Love your branding. Very simple. Tells exactly what your products are kind of about. Really cool. Looks like you've got some good SEO in there. Let's see, 92 sales. Ooh, but since 2016, did you just like recently start kind of kicking butt, or are you kind of struggling? Because obviously it would be more. 92 is kind of low for 2016, but I never judge that because I know that a lot of us, if you're like me, you've went through many evolutions of business.
Well, and a lot of people will start up a shop and then they'll go back to it like several years later and say, oh, you know what, I'll try this thing again.
Yeah, because like when I started on Etsy, I wasn't selling my key necklaces.
That's why you better not be stopping. That banner looks hella good.
Oh yeah, it looks really good. And your photos are good. These are great.
Oh yeah.
These are great.
I love the layouts on the third row there down here. These? Yeah, I love this.
With
like,
the washi tape.
Where it's like purposefully messy, but at the same time it's very purposeful.
Yeah, we actually cover this in Handmade Alpha Academy when we talk about flat lay images. There are two different ways to do it. You can do them very, very well thought out, where everything is kind of symmetrical and set in just a perfect way. But then the other method is to do what I call a beautiful mess, where you have thought it out. And there are some elements that are thought out. For example, you have the washi tape is very perfectly aligned, but then the cards are just kind of strewn in a random.
Well, it's like a geometric symmetry kind of thing, where it's like everything is asymmetrical, but like if you try to kind of just focus out on it geometrically, it looks very.
I mean, not to be goofy as heck here, since you've got this really beautiful you've got the man, I'm all mixed up.
Where did your brain go? Bring it back.
It's gone. This happens to me all the time. It's very feng shui is what I'm trying to say, darn it. It's there's a lot of elements that are well thought out, but then there are also elements that are very randomly but still thoughtfully placed, and it makes the flow very, very nice. So I just failed at describing that, but hopefully you
There's
guys.
a little bit of smoke coming out of her ear there for a minute.
I'm
Working on
sorry.
overdrive.
This is a beautiful photo.
Yeah, I saw that one.
These are beautiful photos. I love them. This is the only one that I don't like out of all of them, and I think it's just because this background stands out to me kind of weird. It just doesn't match the other ones.
I
But
see what you were going for.
yeah,
Like in a different context, that would be great. It's just kind of too much on the screen all at one time.
yeah. If I saw this one by itself in a search page with a bunch of other like images, I might not click on it. But all of these are beautiful, and most people.
I really like this one down here, the black and white one with the.
This one with the
yeah, that really like that one.
it's so simple, and you've got these little touches of gold. It's so pretty. Really great. This is another one that I'm not a huge fan of because it's not super cohesive with the rest of your photos, this one and this one. I would try to keep playing with this idea because I love the style of these. Phone cases are super cool. I like that you were able to incorporate in your branding elements while still having different mock-ups for your photos.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of text on these, but it's not too much. Ideally, I don't like to see a whole lot of text.
I think it fits with the whole. I'm just gonna say Oriental because I don't know specifically what you're going for there. I'm assuming Japanese. It kind of fits with the.
Didn't
the
you take Japanese?
Yeah. I'm really far away from the screen, so it just looks like squiggles to me.
From way back here.
But it kind of fits with the theme a little bit, so I get what you're going for. Because I mean, if you really think about it, when we're talking about like SEO and stuff like that, when we're talking about like keyword stuffing and stuff like that, like the big critique with that used to be like, oh, that just kind of looks like the Chinese sellers. That just looks like what all the Asian sellers do. So I don't really have a problem with the text. It's a little distracting compared to the rest of the listings, but on its own, it's really not bad. And I like that you were able to use your text font.
I actually like this photo more than
I actually like that phone case quite a lot.
Maybe we'll have to go back to photo haiku art. I
just don't use an iPhone.
Oh, that's true. We're not. Well, look, there you go. Oh, they're iPhones. But yeah, either way, I like this photo the most out of these. I think that this one looks really nice. I would like to see more photos, but obviously, if you are doing like a print-on-demand style and you're having to use mock-ups, that's really hard to do. And it looks like you have one here, but you had to use a different design. I can kind of tell from this side that it's not the same, but it's still the same product, just a different design.
Yeah, that doesn't even matter. That's fine.
Yeah. If there's anything else that you
I do see what you're doing. So I didn't mean to interrupt you.
It's okay.
I do see what you're going from the first to the second photo. I see what you're doing with the kind of off red to the kind of off black where it's kind of green. I see what
the font colors.
I see what you're doing there.
I think that's why I like this one more because this color matches.
It's a comfortable font.
Yeah. Feels really, really cohesive. All right, let's go ahead. We'll stop obsessing over your phone cases for a minute. This one could use brightened. That's just a quick scroll, I didn't look at SEO on any of these.
Picking apart listings. I think you get into the intricacies of what somebody puts into their pictures, and you can kind of see what their thought process is, or you can at least try to. You get to know the person a little bit by doing that.
Okay, let's see. English roses card with haiku poem, flowers card, eco-friendly art card for nature lovers, card for gardener. I can definitely tell that you did a bit of SEO research, and if you have only one available, I'm hoping that you don't only have one, and I hope that you're doing my super duper alpha tip where you only list a few at a time because that builds scarcity. If someone sees that there's only one, they say, oh crap, I need to buy this now or else I'm going to miss out. I actually just had someone do that in my shop a couple days ago because they thought that there was only one of something. So that's a really useful tactic. The only thing that it could, potentially cause a problem is if somebody wants to buy 10 and they arrive in your shop. But most
of those people are going to be the kind of people that are going to harass you through message after message after message anyway. So
it just depends on what you want to test for your own shop. I'm looking at your SEO though, and I mean, it looks okay, but I can't speak on this because I'm not researching your keywords. I would try to get in more cards for, and holiday and really seasonal terms, because I think that a lot of people are going to be searching for occasions when looking at cards, more so than they would search eco-friendly art card for nature lovers. I think that there's a lot of things that you could be doing. So what I would do is go into a tool like eRank, go to the Keyword Explorer or the Keyword Tool. I think it's just the Keyword Explorer that can do this. And type in cards for or card for, and then just hit search, and then scroll down to the bottom and you will see related searches. So eRank will recommend things based on who's searching them. So you could get like cards for grandma, Mother's Day card for yada yada, and you can hear all different ideas. So let's take a little scroll through. Am I going to give the same advice? I like that you have some photos of your garden. That really shows your connection to the nature and the almost like the scenery of your cards. I would like to see a picture of you, though. A nice big smile so people can connect. Ooh, nice story. Nice long story. That's good. You've got a photo of yourself here. Get a photo of yourself in here. Maybe you're sitting in your garden, or you're at your desk working at your cards. So hopefully this helped. Hopefully we gave you some good ideas to think about. And overall, your branding's really great. And you impress the cold-hearted, hardened
I'm not cold-hearted.
war veteran Mark. So if he likes your products, that means something. All right, let's see. It should still be highlighted.
Doesn't look like it.
No, I purposely did it.
You're all the way at the top, sweetheart.
I purposely did it.
You always scroll all the way to the top and then you lose it.
No.
Let me have the mouse.
No.
You scroll too fast.
No. Do you guys see this chat? I'm glad that you guys...
You just got to look for message retracted because the person before this one deleted their comment.
Why are so many people deleting their comments? Don't delete your comments. We need your comments.
Okay, here was Eleanor.
Okay, yeah.
We still see you, Eleanor.
We still see you, even if you retract. Okay, we did photo haiku. So, Bow Wow Creative. Is that Julie? Julie. Hello, Julie. Let's do it. Let's do it.
There we are.
Woo! All right, let's see. Oh, I immediately thought that you were going to be a dog product shop. And it looks like you do graphics. Let's see. I would like to see some type of mock-up up here, because right when I get to your shop, it even takes me a minute. Like when I see your logo and your branding elements, it's not that it's bad that you have, like, you know, the dog theme to your branding. Just the second that I get to your shop, I should know what your shop's about. And the second I got to your shop, I'm like, these are some really weird dog toys. So I would almost like to see maybe like an iPad laying, like how when what was the first shop that we did? Oh, crap. Watch the replay. But some type of mock-up with an iPad or even a phone, or just some type of screen where people can really visualize the graphics, you know, especially if you're selling a digital product for SVGs. Now, the good thing is, for those who don't know, SVGs have blown up tremendously over the last 2 months. If you go to erank.com, go to their reports tab and go to the trend buzz, you will see over the last 2-ish months that SVGs have come in like second under masks, because people are buying them so they can do things at home. They're bored at home and they want to design water bottles, and they want to add designs to shirts, and they want to add designs to masks and things.
Yeah, I was about to say, also because of masks, so many more people have joined Etsy to sell masks that SVGs are just selling like hotcakes.
Exactly. And we see, you know, people doing them for their own personal use, and we're seeing them.
I mean, she's got 12,000 sales. She's doing pretty hot herself.
That is damn good. That is amazing. I mean, when I am critiquing, like I said, sometimes I just get nitpicky because I don't have anything better to say. And branding is really my strong spot. So I would love to see some type of digital element up here that just kind of shows, you know, what you're all about. So let's take a little, oh, yep, email list link, coupon code. This is what I like to see. This is a perfect execution of your email list link. Having it right at the top. That way, when someone scrolls, they can just copy it. Now, one thing I would like to see, Julie, just a little tip that I kind of recommend is a little bonus. Sometimes people scroll right past the announcement. It's a bit of a blind spot, but just like in the first shop that we critiqued, what you can do to bring attention to this is grab an emoji and put them here. And you can't use emojis, like there is no emoji that you can just click to get in this section. You'll have to copy and paste it from somewhere else. I recommend getomoji.com or Emojipedia. And I would almost like to see a red heart since we have these nice red elements. They also have a dog emoji, but the dog emoji's brown and it won't fit your colors. But they've got a black heart and a red heart. So maybe those two side by side or just one of them.
Mm-hmm. The reason that is because you have, like, right when you get to the shop, you see the banner, obviously. But you're gonna be looking at this. Most people's eyes are immediately gonna go to the stars and the sales and maybe this, but then they're gonna be like, okay, this is text. I want to look at the products now, and they're just gonna skip right over this.
Yeah, and it's good that Etsy put it back, because if you guys recall, for a little while, Etsy had taken our announcement and thrown it all the way at the bottom,
which was really stupid.
And I
Etsy does stupid stuff all the time. They're not free from incident.
I complained. I asked a bunch of alphas to complain, not complain. We sent very well thought out, polite messages to Etsy explaining why we wanted the announcement at the top. Because an announcement, you're announcing something and it needs to be at the top. It doesn't make any sense to have it at the bottom. That completely defeats the point.
I get it. The only reason that they do stuff like that is to evolve their platform. You can't challenge what you know about psychology and marketing and stuff like that if you don't test it. So they threw it at the bottom maybe to see if, oh, maybe people are wrong. Maybe if we throw it down there, it'll get more attention. And obviously that was a bit of one of the dumb ones that they did. But yeah. You got to challenge your norms.
Let's see. Great photos for SVGs. I know that any digital product, really, there is so much confusion, and a lot of people, you know, they just don't realize what they're buying because people don't read. So the fact that you have all of the formats down here below, that's great. I absolutely love how you've carried over your branding, and all of your photos look really cohesive.
Yeah, I actually am a huge fan of the fact that you put like what they are and what you offer in there, because like Starla just found out you can hover over the links and figure out what everything you've said in there. I hate doing that. I would rather just know what I'm buying when I'm looking at the picture. Same with like a physical product. I would rather just know what I'm buying. So I love that you have those in there, because if I go to your shop and you don't have exactly what I'm looking for, you're not wasting my time, you know? And if you do have what I'm looking for, I'm immediately going to start digging deeper.
Exactly. If you could get a mock-up of a way that your product could be used so you have more than two, that'd be pretty cool.
There's a ton of, and I'm sure you know this because you've been around since 2012, but there's a ton of websites you can go to where you can get like stock photography that is meant to have like your images and stuff splashed on them, and you can just, I mean,
just Google
I'm a bit conflicted with it because I hate when I see like a super like nice picture but then a way too crisp image splashed on a product and you can tell that it's not supposed to be there. So if you can try to make it look artsy and kind of blend it in, good, but don't spend all day trying to figure it out.
And one thing I will say, now if it's not broke, don't fix it when it comes to SEO. Don't mess with your SEO. Don't touch it. Don't play with it, okay? Because you can jack everything up and one little change can be detrimental. However, when listing new products in the future, and obviously this method is working for you, but commas are not going to be read by the algorithm, but it's going to make this look a lot cleaner for the people who click and they're like, what the heck is rooster SVG, chicken SVG, rooster, clip art, clip art, clip art? And another thing is you do not need to repeat terms up here. You actually don't need to say clip art over and over again, because the algorithm is only going to read those once. So it's not really necessary. And you could probably get in a couple extra keywords if you were able to get rid of some of these repeats in here. You could fit in a couple more because there might be something different. You could put in like, farms. Farm isn't there. I don't know what other.
Oh my God, really?
Barnyard. I'm sure that
we're the worst at critiquing shops. Sorry.
I'm drinking out of my world's okayest Coach mug right now, so my critiques are gonna be just okay. Overall, though, these are great, and it looks like you've got some great sections. Wow, 491 products. This is great.
It's a digital shop, man. To survive in that type of world, you for sure got to have a lot of different stuff.
Absolutely. We just talked about this. If you guys are a member of the E-Rank group, if not, just go to Facebook and type in E-Rank group, answer the 3 questions, and tell them Starla sent you. But yesterday we did a live session in the E-Rank group, and Anthony Wolf and I were talking about this, where someone asked, should I have a lot of products? Because a lot of people say, oh, you got to have 100 products, at least 100 products to be successful. And it really depends.
Which isn't true if you're not digital. If you're digital, you for sure should.
Right. Well, it really just depends on what you sell. Digital shops, absolutely. What you want to do is cast a nice big net. That way you have tons of keyword opportunities, right? The more products that you have that are different, you're able to get all kinds of crazy keywords in there. Same with supply shops like charms and yarn and fabrics. You can optimize for so many cool keywords. However, if I was shopping, we'll say Mark was shopping for a diamond engagement ring for me, and he was looking for a beautiful ring, and he wanted something that was expertly crafted, and he found a ring that he liked, but he wanted to see more from that shop. And then he clicked on that shop and saw that they had 2,000 listings for different rings. He would automatically assume either 1, they're not actually handmade. 2,
definitely not.
Right. 2, they are not expertly crafted. They're just thrown together. Or 3, there's just something sketchy going on, because there's no way that, that a expertly crafted ring is going to come in a quantity of 3,000. It's going to be confusing to go to a shop with that many listings for something. So, it just really depends on the type of product you have.
And I'm really hoping, because I see that you do custom stuff, custom designs. I'm really hoping that you don't promise exclusivity for those, and you just, every time you get a custom design, you further put it up on your shop afterwards, which you can totally do.
Unless it's like a name,
Well, obviously a name, that's going to be silly, but like designs themselves, definitely yoink any designs that you can.
Oh, wow, that is great. You should ask Jackie if you could use this photo. That is a fantastic photo. Anytime someone sends you a great photo, I recommend asking, like, hey, do you mind if we shout you out? Or, hey, we can keep you anonymous, but could we post your photo on our social media? These are great. Love seeing photos like that. And look here, it does look like you've got some great mock-ups. That's great. I love these. I love that you're able to show people.
Yeah, that first one's really good.
I like this one. The Christmas one. Super cute. Love these. Absolutely love these. I want to see more of these in your listings along, maybe like your third. Yeah, maybe your third photo slot. And maybe just put example on it if people are, wondering. You've got 18 shop updates. Great. Julie, obviously you're doing good. One thing I will say is that Etsy's algorithm will favor you in search. Not that you're not already favored, because it looks like you have total keyword domination here, and you have a ton of sales. And
you've been around since 2012, so you have that longevity factor going too.
Exactly. So you're probably already ranking at the top. But if you want to add a little edge to it, Etsy favors shops that have their about section filled out.
So you've got your production partners listed there. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, I would throw in your about section. Try to get one in there. It can only help. It's not going to hurt. It can only help. Try it out, because it might help you just a tiny little bit. So overall, really great example of a digital shop. And I'm actually really glad that you submitted, because I've been looking for a digital shop to
I don't know if we've actually critiqued a digital shop before on one of these.
Not an SVG shop, I don't think. We've done digital downloads, but not SVGs.
All right. Scroll all the way to the bottom first.
Oh, okay.
Don't click. Just use this here. Let me show you something. This little button here. Click that, and then it'll just scroll all the way.
Okay.
Janice, if they have time. I don't understand updates.
So shop update. All you need to do is have the Sell on Etsy app in your phone, go into the marketing section, and then from marketing, go to social media, and then you have the option to create a shop update and create an update kind of like how you would post on Instagram. We do have a video on shop updates though, so look for that video if you're curious, okay? And that should help you a ton. All you got to do is go to my channel, go to the little search bar on my channel. Ooh.
Every
Are you serious?
Friday.
It's already 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
We're gonna
we've
do
been
more.
we've been blasting through this. We'll go till like, I don't know, 1:30. We started 10 minutes late.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's probably why it flew by.
Holy crap, I lost it. Where'd it go?
Somebody said, I hope that.
There it is.
My husband is curious if you think HAA could help them. I don't feel comfortable looking at shops and saying, yes, HAA could help you, because there's a lot more to it than that. I'll try. But basically, Handmade Alpha Academy will help you if you know that you could be doing better. And we've had sellers enter HAA who don't have their shops open yet. We've had sellers, yeah, there you go. We've had sellers open go into HAA who have thousands of sales, who just want to put the edge on and they want to learn more about buyer psychology.
Yeah, I've actually had, I don't know if any of you are in here, I've actually had quite a few people email me or email us, the Starla email, asking if HAA is a good fit for you, and you give me like your story and what you're trying to accomplish. We can't tell you if HAA is going to be a good investment for you, because it's not necessarily just the material. We know, I'm sitting here talking.
I mean, I do encourage them to send us their shop.
I'm sitting here like talking into the camera and not having a camera on me. But yeah, well, I mean, we know the material works, and we know that it works for most people. But it's more about what you do with the material than what we provide you with the material. Because we know for a fact that the material works. And that's not us being like up our own butts about that. We know that it works. We've seen it work a multitude of times.
500 times.
Well, yeah.
But here's the thing, guys.
It's up to you to succeed in the end.
Right. And here's the thing. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee. No questions asked.
Mm-hmm.
You know Mark. He's sitting right here. He isn't going to ask you a bunch of questions. He doesn't give a crap.
No, I don't care. If you don't like it, you don't like it. I'll kick you out. And you can still watch the YouTube videos.
You can still be in the public group. You can still hang out. We won't have any hard feelings.
And we're not going to die if you refund your money.
Exactly.
I mean, if every single person did, yeah, we'd probably struggle for a little while.
We'll die.
we might die, but
only because.
But like, if you truly don't get anything out of it, or you truly don't have the time to do it, or something happens, it's not gonna hurt our feelings. And the Facebook pages are still there. The YouTube channel's still there. Like, we're still gonna be giving out free content no matter what we make, so no worries.
We love you guys.
We love you guys.
We're not out to be butt heads. So, all right. All 15 designs. My big thing is I would like to see, and I know that you've got like the photo of one of your products with the logo, but I'd like to see this just the logo, Scott. I think that would look better. I know that I'm probably talking to Scott's wife and not Scott directly, so hopefully Scott can watch the replay. But yeah, I would like to just see a branding element here. For one, even on Mark's, well, I guess this is my screen, but
it's 1440p. I think it looks fine.
It's a little small. I don't like to see product photos here. I want to see branding.
Yeah, the size. It's definitely small. It's kind of difficult to see, but other than like the actual image itself looks okay. If you were to find maybe a different angle.
Yeah, I think that this one could be improved. Once again, we're being nitpicky. Because
yeah, that's a disclaimer we should have thrown out in the beginning. For all of these, we're trying to be as nitpicky as we can be.
Because you guys won't be satisfied if I'm just like, no, everything's great. Don't change a thing.
Yeah, don't change a thing. Like, we have to pick out every little thing.
Looks like you've got some great SEO right here. So you definitely know your keywords.
Damn, I'm digging your clocks.
Yeah, that's really cool. And your pricing's very high. That's great. That's what I want to see. In fact, I think you could even price a little bit higher.
He's got a few thousand sales. He's not doing too bad since 2009.
Yeah.
And you look at the price of the products and you realize that like a lower 1,000 sales is still quite a bit of
quite
a bit of dough.
If you're making, 3,567 sales and most of your products are almost $200, you guys can do the math on that. You've got some good keywords here. Great photos. Absolutely love your photos. They are fantastic. Ooh, I'm digging that one. Let's go ahead and click on this.
Of course you are.
That's the one that I'm going to click on because that's the one I like. Darn it. One available. So I'm assuming, are you one of a...
He probably only makes one of these.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Are you one of a kind, or are you listing in low quantities? I could understand if you were one of a kind. I'm sure that these take you a lot.
Get a display one.
What?
No, this one.
Mock-up.
Yeah.
What?
I don't like mock-ups.
He's not a big fan.
I don't. That might even be real. It looks realistic.
That's a crisp mock-up. It doesn't fit the space, but that's only because
that's what I'm saying. But I mean, we're looking at literally like the most.
Oh.
Yeah, those are the finishes. That's pretty cool.
Oh.
See, that's why I was looking at the other listings. I really like the industrial look you take to the metal.
Love this. Love this. Thank you. Thank you for talking about yourself. Thank you for telling people about you. It really helps build credibility. I'm like that person.
I named my business after my shoe size.
That
You have a size 15, dude. I feel bad for you, dog.
Can you? Wow.
Because I've got a size 12 foot, and my feet already hurt all the damn time. I can't imagine having big old honkers at a 15.
Man, he struggles to find shoes at a 12. So
I slam my toes into everything.
I thought my feet were big. I'm like at 8.5, and apparently
No, you are not. You're like a 7.5 wide at best.
I'm 8.5 wide.
Oh my god. She has like 3 inches at the end of her shoe with no toe.
Yeah, I'm 5'2", darn it. Really great shop update. Try to get some more in there. This is, view 36 updates.
Oh my god, really?
For some reason, it just was only showing me one. Okay, there we go.
Oh.
Got a couple in there. That's cool. Love that. Love it.
I love to see that you're good. You're proficient at more than just one finish.
You got a shop video in here? I won't play that because I don't know what it'll do, if it'll be loud.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I'd like to see some more photos in here. Obviously, you're not uncomfortable having your face, so maybe throw in more photos of you working. I'm interested to see photos of you working. Maybe this video shows you working. But I would like to see a couple photos too. Great, catchy, almost newspaper title. That is fantastic and a good story there.
That's your great owner story there. You got your production partners there.
Looks good.
Oh.
Yeah. If you're struggling at all, make sure that you're pairing this with a good, social media strategy. I think that there are so many cool things that you could do. Appeal to guys who are looking for man cave decor. In fact, if you're not using
I'm
that...
going to favorite this because I'm working on different stuff right now for the house.
Where...
So I'm going to go ahead and pop this open in a different tab here so I can favorite this later.
There you go. Now you guys can see all the streaming software.
Don't be upset if I didn't favorite your shop too. I'm a dude and I don't really like a whole lot of things. So...
I'm a dude and I don't like very many things, but I like these things.
I'm a dorky gamer, man. Stuff like this.
That's
right up my alley.
I only like some things, but not many things.
Oh my god,
Where's my mouse? All right, let's grab our next link. Let's see. Wishful Embrace. And man, we are, we'll probably do more shop critiques in the future because I know we're not going to get to very many of them compared to what we have.
We could do this like once a month, maybe.
You guys, what do you guys think? Let us know.
Believe it or not, coming up with a topic for Friday Beans every Friday can be difficult sometimes when there's nothing at all happening in the Etsy world.
That's true. I usually decide what the topic is going to be on Thursday night at like 10 p.m.
Every once in a while, we'll have like a Monday where we're like, hey, next Friday Bean, we should do this. But it doesn't happen very often.
Exactly. All right, Anne. I love your logo. I would love to see a full-size banner, and I would love to see your banner a little bit crisper. It's very, very blurry. I think that you could definitely up the resolution a little bit. Keep the same messaging, great font, love the overall premise of it, crisp it up a little bit, and maybe make it a full-size banner, okay?
I love the shop owner photo, though. I'm assuming
That's super
it's very, very tiny,
cute.
but I'm assuming it's having the kid in there.
Here's
People love that stuff. If people know you have a kid, they're more willing to buy. I know that sounds awful.
it's
but
not even that they're more willing to
they
buy.
see that you're a person.
They're less likely to hate you because they're like,
Mhm.
oh, she's a mom. You know, even if you made a terrible mistake with an order, they'd be like, I can't look at her with her baby. I can't be mean. So, let's see. Do do do. All right. It looks like I can't tell. Some of your photos are mock-ups. It looks like, and then some of them aren't mock-ups, or are they all mock-up? No, this is not a mock-up. Or is it a mock-up?
That is definitely a mock-up.
It looks like this.
It's hard to tell. You did good making it hard to tell.
It looks like this is placed over. Oh, okay. No, not too bad. Not too bad. So the biggest thing that I had issues with is, okay, for example, with this particular card, I had no idea that there was a bracelet with it. I didn't know that it was a card that included a bracelet, and I love that. But when I just see this photo, I just thought it was a card, and I'm like, why the heck?
Oh, and you know what? It looks like it's doing the thing that it does with ours where it's like zooming the thumbnail photo in. We have to go in and fix that with our pictures all the time.
Yeah, I think that you could just maybe try a different angle for these. I know that it's a pain in the butt, but I have no idea that there's a bracelet, and all I see is a card for $8.95, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it is on the high end for just a card. So I would really try to find a way to show off those bracelets.
Because the other ones that looks like they have charms with them, it's pretty obvious that they have a charm with them just because it's shown on the card itself.
Yeah, exactly. And I know that it would be hard because this particular card, you know, there's not a lot of room for it, but I think that you could try to find a way to display that bracelet. That way I know I'm getting it. Let's see. Let's click one for some SEO. Let's see. I'm trying to find one that I'm just like guessing on bestsellers. Let's see. Same with this one. Try to get that bracelet visible. Congratulations, graduation card with wish bracelet. So it looks like you tried to do the small sentence. So that's not too bad there. Looks like you've got some good keywords in there. Let's take a look at some more photos. Looks like you've got a lot of customization options. That's awesome. I wouldn't do just a photo with your logo, though. I would try to add something else in here. I know you're probably trying to get your keyword space, but someone might wonder, or not keyword space, you use all of your photo spaces, but someone might wonder, why is this here? So maybe throw in a photo more about yourself, like how, remember Scott's shop, how he had a photo kind of talking about himself and his expertise. That might be a good alternative. Take a little scroll. Take a little scroll.
Be super careful with using copyright content.
Yes, absolutely. Don't get yourself in trouble. You don't have a completed about section because you don't have your photo sliders. Would love to see some photo sliders of you working on your products. And I want to see a photo of you and get a photo of you down here. We want to see your smiling face so I can connect with you. I know that
you got the photo up there.
Yeah, that's your profile photo. You need one down in your shop owner photo. And I recommend using a different photo if possible. That way people are seeing different sides of you. So overall, there's a couple little things that can be improved, small aesthetic things that could help you out a bit. But I don't think it's anything that's, you know, super major. All right, let's pop into
Got about 15 minutes left. Maybe do one more and then do some quick questions.
Yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll plan to start doing these a little bit more frequently because look.
Yeah, we're not gonna slam a lot of questions today.
God.
Holy crap, yo! Scroll up.
Oh.
Who's that? Who's that? Stop.
What?
Stop on the one that is orange.
Oh, okay.
Who is that?
That's me.
Oh, okay.
They're attacking me.
I'm just making sure.
We have to look for bad words and things.
Yep. Y'all with your pee pee poo poo jokes.
Yeah, no pee pee poo poo jokes, please. Oh.
Oh, I don't personally care.
Oh. Oh, I lost them.
Good job.
Oh, where'd they go?
Well, definitely not all the way at the top.
Oh, we already did Bow Wow Creative. let's see. Let's just do we'll just do a random scroll because I don't know where we were. Ready? It's whoever we land on. All right.
Nope.
All right. You, okay. What about under you? Okay.
There's one.
Okay. You guys were just asking questions. So I didn't see any shops there. Okay. This will be the last one. However, if you guys have questions, feel free to get those in.
Pound those in. We'll probably get to a couple of questions, say our closing statements, and get out for the day. We got to get our kiddo to my parents' house for the weekend.
Yes, because Handmade Alpha Academy is opening on Sunday. Actually, if you guys have questions about Handmade Alpha Academy, feel free to put those in the comments as well. I know I keep saying that we'll give you guys opportunities to ask questions, and we're probably not going to go live again until after HAA opens on Sunday. And it's only going to be open for 10 days. So if you have questions about HAA, feel free to drop those down below and we'll try to answer them.
Loving the crap out of this right off the bat.
Beautiful. Look at that. Social distancing is hard when there are friends like you. That is so relevant. That is great. That makes me feel like you are in here working on your shop frequently. And you know what I notice is my eyes glide here to here, and it's almost like your logo photo and your shop photo almost feel like they go together.
Your actual shop owner photo is great.
Wow, these are great. Your banner is great. Everything is great. I am already obsessed, and these are what beautiful packaging.
It's a creative way to be able to profit off of the current situation too.
Not really,
because a lot of people are making masks, and that's not a problem. But it's cool to see somebody thinking a little bit more outside of the box with it.
Yeah, not necessarily profiting off of the situation, but showing.
Well, obviously that's a gift note printout,
right?
That's the gift note thing. But
marketing towards the problem that everyone is sharing right now. That's more of a way to put it. Like everybody has the same unique problem right now. How can a jewelry shop cater to that problem? And you did it with one photo. Like that is fantastic.
Yep, you don't even have to address it any further than that for sure.
Great keywords here. Beautiful, beautiful branding. Absolutely love it. Wow.
Get that announcement open. See if she's got an email list. You better have an email list in there.
Oh, please have an email list. Please start an email list. We teach email lists in Handmade Alpha.
She's got her actual email there, which is fine.
Yeah, but you want an email list. People.
Copyright info. Get that email list going.
Your
shop's too pretty to not have an email list.
Absolutely. People would rave about this. These are the things that people want to know when there's something new.
The kind of image that you have going for your shop is the kind of image that like starts the female hype beast kind of thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Where you can get like actual raving people.
And people brand ambassadors and you know
exactly. You can really pull the social media market over to yourself. So if you get yourself an email list going where people are going to want to follow, like you're obviously really in touch with like how modern advertising works, and that works for your style of product. So for sure, if you don't already, get yourself an email list going.
Yeah, absolutely. Beautiful, beautiful photos. Very, very high-end pricing. That's fantastic. It is easier to make one $100 sale than it is to make 100 $1 sales. So basically, price for what you're worth. Price in the top 10% of your market if there are sellers that are similar to you. And this is a great example.
I love those terrarium brooches and the terrarium necklace. That's a unique idea.
So cute. I love your photos. God, you have great photos. Your shop sections are so minimalist, and I love these elements. One thing I will say is you're probably not going to get, I don't know. You've got some keywords in here.
No, I love that. I love the section over there on the side.
Yeah, you've got some keywords in there. I guess that you're still hitting the algorithm pretty well.
And for just specifically for the purposes of like being able to find what I want, I like that you have like necklaces, and then beside it you have specifically what they are. So I'm not just like, oh, she's got 58 necklaces and they're all different. Let me look through all of those. Like I can, if I'm there for a purpose, I can look for exactly what I'm looking for, and I like that.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily entirely the best for SEO, but as far from like a shopper's perspective, I like it.
I mean, you've got keywords in there, so it should be good. Like I said, beautiful photos. I normally like to see consistent backgrounds, but these are cohesive in that they match. They all have
It's kind of like if you go to Target.
Yeah, it's like
it's got a very like it's got a very modern feel to it.
absolutely, man. This might be the shop that I want to save for later because I love some of these pieces. They're beautiful. I love the ferns, so pretty.
Yeah, definitely, especially like towards fall time. I think this terrarium stuff looks really good.
So cute. All right, so
I like what you got going, girl.
here we go. Here we go, gawking. All right. No shop updates. So maybe try to experiment with those a little bit. Oh, never mind. I lied. Don't mind me. I just saw the reviews and I stopped right here.
It's not real.
It's an illusion. No, I'm
to a T-shaped clue.
T-shaped clued. Like this video if you know what we're talking about. A T-shaped clued. All right, reviews. I love that you have one of your reviews in your shop updates. That's pretty cool. Different way to use it. These are great photos. I have no critiques on those, so really good. Oh.
Yeah, you know what you're doing with your photo editing.
Oh,
For
yes.
sure.
Oh, look at your Etsy bag. We need an Etsy bag. Great photos. Oh, look, there you are. It's not your smiling face, but it's still you, and it almost adds an air of mystery. I love it. You know, and even this is even okay, guys. When I say, like, make sure that you have a photo of yourself, this is fine because it's very mysterious and it really fits the theme of her shop, I feel. It's very minimalistic and it's almost like she doesn't even care. Like, she doesn't even know that she's having her photo taken because she's so focused on what she's doing. That's perfect. Love it. Got your... Oh, yep. Very, very good. Ooh. Oh, you're an Etsy featured shop. Are you serious? On their blog?
Hell yeah.
That is amazing. We have an Etsy featured person who's watching our stream. I feel famous.
Feel famous.
Oh, look.
Yes.
That's a... Oh, my God. Look at this. Is that a corgi?
Looks like it.
Is that a corgi? We were trying to debate between a corgi and a Shiba Inu, and we ended up with the Shiba Inu. All right, beautiful shop. Everyone needs to do what Helena is doing. So, all right, let's...
Not exactly.
No,
just
no.
In practice.
You guys need to have a great shop.
All shops must look like this.
All right, let's put us back on screen and
All right,
answer.
I can do that. Hold on. Here it comes. And boom. Hello. How are you? And I'm going to put the chat back up here because it's going to drive me nuts.
Let's see some...
How is everybody?
Oh, my God. We'll do
I'm
more
jealous.
of these.
It says you have a lot of sales, ? Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay.
I think the last shop that she had, she
Yeah.
had a lot. Okay, so one thing I noticed is she had like 10,000 favorites of her shop, and her sales were, what were they, like 1,000 something?
It's like 1,300, I think. 13
So-
or 1,400
but
something.
she was featured in an Etsy blog. So
Well, that, and you never know, like, what kind of breaks people take, and people have stuff go on in their lives. Sometimes you have a slow few years. I mean...
The fact that she was featured in an Etsy blog tells me that she had a lot of people check out her shop and people favorited her, and maybe they weren't ready to buy yet, but that's probably why she has so many favorites in comparison, because she had a huge traffic influx out of nowhere. So that's amazing though. That's not something that I would ever weigh against you because you were featured. So
Spiral Hand said, I used to do website critiques and can tell you the shop critiques will always be popular and well attended. Well, so it's kind of like a double-edged sword, because it used to be a thing where like we wanted to do shop critiques and then we didn't do them, and people got really pissed that we stopped doing shop critiques.
you said a bad word. Stop it.
It's not a bad word. People used to get really mad, and I don't like that. I don't like there to be an expectation for the content that we produce. That's one of those things where it's like, we're here for you guys, but we still want to produce the content that we want to produce.
Right.
So it's one of those things that we'll probably do shop updates more frequently, but don't expect it, because sometimes other stuff comes up that's more important than shop updates.
Yeah. I just got sick of my email inbox was just people trying to send me their shop links asking for critiques.
Don't email them to us, because and I answer these emails once a week. Don't send for shop critiques. No, we do not do private shop critiques. We don't have the time.
No, there's no way.
If we had the time, We would, and we have done them like a long time ago, like when we kind of first started this whole thing, but we're not, we don't have the time.
Yeah.
If we did, I would love to.
Guys, there's 14,000 of you now.
And it's growing by like 500 every month. Literally like 500 every month. We'll probably hit, say we're halfway through June, we'll hit the 15K mark by the end of June. Almost definitely.
Any questions?
Any questions?
And do you guys like my
And
mug?
I'm scrolled way up here, but doesn't
Do
you do shop critiques in HA? No.
No. So
Here's the only place that you're going to see them, and occasionally in the private Q&As in the campus page.
Yeah, so Handmade Alpha Academy is not a place where I just go into your shop and look at everything. No. It is a 9-module course that you take from A to Z, and if along the way you need help, you say, hey, I just improved my banner. Can you give me your opinions on it? We have a separate Facebook group with far less people than what are in the public alpha community. And that is the opportunity where you say, hey, I just watched module 5, and I did these updates. Here's the result. Am I on the right track? I get in there, our alpha alumni, some of which have made more sales than me since joining Handmade Alpha Academy, like Kate McMullen, that little show off. I love her to death. She is phenomenal, and she's one of those people who, when you post, you post things and you need help, she's one of those people who hops in and gives advice too. So
Elena was replying to us as we were going on. Sorry we couldn't see her comments. We've only got a single monitor thing going on here. She says, I don't get a lot of sales though. I know, so that can be a result of a lot of different things. Again, with the email list, definitely need to get that going. Make sure that your off Etsy stuff is taking a priority. If your organic stuff on Etsy isn't doing it for you, your SEO isn't doing it for you, which is, did we even look at her SEO on stuff? I don't think we did. Make sure your SEO's on point, and then make sure that your offsite stuff, especially when you have you're so good at editing photos. Like, you're really, really good at that.
Pinterest would be a great place, and Instagram.
Exactly. Like, looking at your stuff, I would not even be at all surprised if you did, like, the photo editing for someplace like Target, because it's, like, on point with what they do. So definitely get your off stuff. Get your Facebook going. Instagram, because you do jewelry. Instagram's probably a good one for you. Yeah.
And if you already have them, I would just crack down on your strategy. Yeah. We are not Instagram experts. No. We are not.
But consistency is key with any advertising stuff. Posting good content, posting catchy content. Like, get it out there.
Exactly. And marketing is one of those things that everybody struggles with. That's why Handmade Alpha Academy focuses on the psychology of marketing, because there are a lot of theories and things out there. But what I found is that the one thing that never fails is human psychology and proven neuroscience. If we know how the brain works and operates, and we can understand human behavior, we can manipulate that human behavior in a positive way that leads individuals to kind of do what it is that we need them to do, whether that be through the colors that we're using, whether that be through the lifestyle that we're creating. And that's what I break down in Handmade Alpha Academy, is how to use psychological triggers to pull people in the direction that you want them to. And it's not, when I use the word manipulation, don't take that in a bad way. Marketing is manipulation. When you're trying to change the behavior of another person, you're trying to manipulate their behavior. And that is what the root of marketing is. So we teach you a way to do it in a way that isn't scammy, gross, or will cause them to buy something that they don't want to buy. That's why when it comes to marketing Handmade Alpha Academy, a lot of the times we'll tell you that it's not right for you if it's not, because we don't want to push you to buy something that you don't want to buy. That's not the point. So we want you to enjoy it, and that's why we have a 30-day money-back guarantee.
A lot of people asking how much is HA with the $1,000 discount. Okay, so if you're not a member of our email list and you have no way to get the info from us or the links
are down below.
It's going to be $2,000. If you're a member of our...
$1,997.
Oh my God.
$1,997.
This isn't a product shelf. But if you're on our email list, we do send out a link the day that it opens and throughout the course.
Yeah.
They get you a $1,000 discount. If you do the one-time payment, it's $997. If you do the 6-month payment plan, it is 6 payments of $199.
Yeah. So That is only if you're on the list, though. If you go to handmadealphaacademy.com when enrollment's open,
it'll be full price. You can't get to the link without the actual link. You cannot get to it from anywhere on the site.
Not to mention you get 12 months of eRank Pro. Like I said, I pay for that out of pocket for you guys. Anthony doesn't give me a sweet deal on it, even though I work for eRank. I don't want him to, though. I don't want him to, because we have a great team and we kind of want to expand our team and be able to expand our tools at eRank. And I know that I'm helping him to do that. So
how long
it helps him too.
Does enrollment stay open? And you also asked if you have a video specifically on HAA that you can show your hubby. No, there are a few different resources for that, though. For one, if you have a specific question about HAA, you can email. I'm taking care of the email, so I can say this. She can't get mad at me for having our inbox completely fill up. But if you have a specific question that we're not going to answer here, you can email starla@handmadealphaacademy.com, and I'll probably get to your message within the next day or two. Y'all have been emailing like crazy the past couple of days, so give me a couple of days if I don't respond right away. And if you have any doubts, again, the big thing is, and it stays open for 10 days. We leave it open for 10 days because we usually have so many people come in that we cannot keep up with the amount of people that are there. So we could leave it open all year and just be those money mongers like, oh, let's.
I don't want to talk about it all the time.
No, we don't want to talk about it all the time. And the thing is, we want to be able to cater it to you because we have 6 months in between our launches. Every once in a while, we'll do a launch with somebody else that's doing their thing, but those are usually only like
private launches.
Those are usually only like 5 to 15 people that sign up. But we want to be able to give you guys the attention that you deserve. And as far as people asking for the one-on-one training, no, not technically, no, we don't do one-on-one training.
There's
in the course.
500 students.
Yeah. However, you do have access to both of our emails. If you have a tech issue, any tech issue whatsoever, you can email me. And if I can't answer the question, I can usually refer you to an organization or the type of people you need to talk to. And then if you have business-specific questions, you have her email address from there on out.
Not the one that we just said, not the Starlet.
Not that one. It's her other one.
It's a secret one for students only.
Even though we've said it on here before.
No, we haven't.
Where was I going with that? Oh, but she also we have a private Facebook group that's only for students. And occasionally she'll do live streams in there. And the main benefit of that is there's usually fewer people watching those live streams as compared to that. So you can ask more specific questions and get more specifically tailored answers to what your situation is.
And we do those based on if you need them. Like if someone posts in the group and says, hey, Starla, could you plan to do a live pretty soon to talk about this? I'm just like, yeah, sure. I will look at my calendar and decide which day of the week don't have to wrangle my child somewhere or do yard work, and I'll put it on my schedule and come hang out with you guys.
And then we got, if you're already an eRank member, do we get deferred payments for a year?
Yeah. So I just take over.
Yeah, like, I'm not sure if Anthony starts it for that month or the following month, but
he refunds if they've already made their payment.
So if you've already paid for that month, you'll get refunded that month, and then your payments will be prorated for a year. Yep. So
I take over for you.
Yep, we take over for a year, and we have a lot of people that are skeptics in certain places. We literally do, and I'm not going to show you, but I have the receipts still. We file it in our taxes and everything. We pay Anthony every bit of the thousands of dollars that it costs to give you guys into, even though she works for eRank, we do pay for that.
I've only been working for eRank since February, but people have it in their head that like, Anthony's been paying me to recommend eRank all along. I'm like, is it so hard to believe that I just really like this tool because it works?
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like she wanted to work for eRank because she liked the tool, but we have to have a way to be able to separate like our opinions of it. Because if we didn't like the tool, we wouldn't promote it and she wouldn't be working for it. And we like the tool and we want it to be as fair for you guys as possible. It wouldn't be fair for us to even mention the fact that you get E-rank for a year if we weren't paying for it. That would be the crappiest thing in the world for us to do. We pay for it
and
out of pocket.
And not only that, but the reason that I joined E-rank, a lot of people are like, "Oh, Starla must be hard up for money." No, it wasn't that at all.
No, we like the tool, and he could use the help.
I was already working for E-rank, and he wasn't paying me because I was helping him so much. And then he was like, "You just want me to start paying you?" Sure.
So we hired officially. Plus, it gets into the, having NDAs and knowing what's coming up and being able to advertise. So the more E-rank grows, the more that they're able to get for you guys. The better the data gets, the more the tools they get, the more people they can hire.
I get to learn cool stuff before anybody else, and I get to prepare for it. That way, when it's publicly available, I've already got a video recorded for it. So.
She said, I don't have any doubts. I'm just not sure how to explain it to him. Like, it's an Etsy e-course. I feel like you guys are much more than that. Yeah, I kind of get what you're going for with that.
Go to the Handmade Alpha Academy testimonial link down below. Be sure to sign up, or not testimonial link, waiting list link. Show him that. So basically, here's how this works. The waiting list link, you guys can sign up for that. It's down below. That's going to ensure that you get the email on opening day, the discount, and the E-rank bonus. So sign up for that. There's a lot of information about Handmade Alpha Academy on that page. And there's a video with tons of our students talking about their experiences. Have him watch that video. Now, when you guys get your link on opening day with the discount, that's going to take you to the actual sales page. Our sales page is massive because we need to express to you guys exactly what HAA is. That way, if it's not for you, you know right away. We put everything that's in there, all of the modules and what they contain. We have all of our bonuses listed, tons of testimonials on there, FAQs, and a little bit about my background and who the course is for. So you're going to get even more information about it then.
And I know it seems really salesy, and if he's the kind of person that doubts stuff, it might seem scammy. So like I said, if you have any questions, or if he has questions, the email I mentioned earlier, starla@handmadealphaacademy.com. I will answer almost any questions that somebody asks us.
It's a 30-day money-back guarantee, guys.
No questions asked, and again, it doesn't break our bottom dollar for you to refund if you have to.
Any other questions in here?
Can we have a better look at your tats? Maybe
on the good arm.
On the good arm.
I've got a wolf and a mermaid for my daughter, and another wolf, and a logo from my favorite band, and one of my keys, and a really ugly one that his dad did for me. That's like, we're gonna cover this one eventually. Perfect. All right, guys.
Hello.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
This has been a fun live stream. I know we haven't been able to communicate a lot because we haven't been able to see your comments.
We will. Okay, so let's do a quick overview of everything that you guys that we've kind of shouted out.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, subscribe to my channel if you're new here. We are trying to do videos every day, or at least a few a week now. There will be a video tonight talking about Etsy games and how they are harmful. So if you've ever heard of Etsy games, or if you haven't heard of Etsy games and you're afraid that you might be playing Etsy games, that's going to be a video for you, because an Etsy game that goes wrong could completely destroy your shop in search. So that's coming up later tonight. Handmade Alpha Academy is opening this Sunday. If you have questions about it, whether it's right for you or if you just need to know some of the specifics, email me at starla@handmadealphaacademy.com.
And we'll get to you ASAP.
And if you're interested in joining, or if you just want to learn more about it and you want to be notified when we open so you can get your $1,000 discount and the 12 months of E-rank Pro, make sure that you join the waiting list link down below. That has the little graduation cap next to it. And if you can't afford it and you don't, you're just not interested, that's totally fine too, because next week, not sure what day, we're going to be doing a free live webinar called Climbing the Mountain. It is a rare webinar that we've only done it twice for the alphas. Every summer we do it for the alphas, and since we've only been open for 2 years, this will be our third time ever presenting it. It's a great webinar. It actually, we asked you guys, we did a poll whether you wanted Brand Planet, which we presented in December, or Climbing the Mountain. Climbing the Mountain won by hundreds of votes, right?
Oh yeah, it was only like 1 out of 10 that wanted the other one.
Yeah. So Climbing the Mountain, because it's a rare one that most people have seen Brand Planet, we're doing Climbing the Mountain. I'll send you webinar registration soon. That's totally free. That's going to give you guys a taste of my teaching style. If you're still kind of on the rocks on whether or not you like me, so that'll kind of help you to make a decision about Handmade Alpha Academy, hopefully.
Thank you, Daisy.
I'll be sending you guys information on that later. And then the last freebie that I have for you is down below. It's actually 2. My summer survival guide, because we're hitting summer months. Sales on Etsy are going to naturally slow down, as they do every year, and as they have done every year since I started selling on Etsy 9 years ago. So that summer survival guide is going to give you a little bit of advice on what to do about your slower months and how to prepare for the busy season that is to come. Second thing is my 12-month marketing calendars. Obviously, we're about halfway through the year, so some of those aren't going to be useful, but the most useful ones are coming up, which is going to be preparing for the holiday season. And you want to make sure that you're prepping for things like the holidays as soon as possible. Why are you laughing?
Just all the comments.
Did you say Mark did your ugly tat? Yes, Mark's dad. Yes, he did.
Ugly tat. Yes. Thanks for everything today. Are you drinking your kefir yet? No, but I did start back up on my lifting this week, so I'm happy about that. Smash that like button. It's free.
Show him your
False.
good
You
hair.
have to pay for your internet. My hair is messy, but I got my hair cut today. If Mark winks at the camera, we know.
I can't.
Let's see here.
I can't wink. I don't have.
Where's Starless Tattoo to represent Mark? That's in a place we can't show you. People are asking for Bean of the Week.
We didn't do it.
We didn't do Bean of the Week. We'll get better at doing that. We've been really freaking busy. The last 2 days in a row, I've been up until almost 3 o'clock in the morning editing and exporting videos.
We'll get better at it, guys.
HA's Fab So Comprehensive. Thank you, Daisy. Lena, keep up with that awesome photo editing. That was great. Sharon, maybe she can't show that tat. See Mark's little goatee. I don't know what that means.
Goatee, not goatee.
Goatie. That's not goatee. Goatee.
I can't anymore.
Y'all want to see my little goatee? Anyway, if Mark winks at the camera, we know. I already winked at the camera. Okay. Y'all, I think that is going to be it for the week. If you liked the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up anyway. Make sure you hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't already. Hit that bell icon to be notified when we upload videos and every time we go live. And I guess stay happy and healthy, and we'll see you next week.
Unless we do a live stream.
HA launches on Sunday. Keep it in links down below and all that.
You amaze me.
I know.
Does he amaze you guys? He amazes me. All right. We'll upload a video later tonight. I'll send you guys an email about it. Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye-bye, guys.